His needs, her needs. The essential guide to a fulfilling marriage. Is your marriage struggling to thrive? Discover the keys to a harmonious relationship by meeting your partner's deepest emotional needs. Learn practical strategies that can reignite the passion, restore trust, and strengthen your bond for years to come. In a world where communication breakdowns and unmet expectations often lead to emotional distance, understanding the unique needs of your partner is crucial. Based on Willard F. Harley Jr.'s groundbreaking work, His Needs, Her Needs, this audiobook will guide you through the emotional essentials that drive lasting love and connection. Whether you're newlyweds or have been together for years, these insights will help you rekindle intimacy, restore trust, and create a foundation of mutual respect and support. You'll discover why men and women have different emotional needs and how recognizing these can transform your marriage. Focus points. Emotional needs in marriage. Why meeting emotional needs is the foundation of a successful marriage. Sex versus affection. Understanding why men and women prioritize different types of intimacy. The power of intimate conversation. How meaningful conversations can nourish your relationship. Shared activities. The importance of maintaining recreational activities that keep you connected. Communication as a life skill. Why learning how to talk intimately is essential for a thriving marriage. Attraction beyond the wedding day. How physical attraction impacts marital satisfaction. Support in marriage. How domestic and financial cooperation strengthens the emotional bond. The path to reviving trust. Practical steps to rebuild trust after betrayal or hardship. Learning outcomes. Enhanced communication. Learn techniques for improving your conversations with your spouse and connecting on a deeper emotional level. Emotional fulfillment. Discover how meeting your partner's emotional needs can lead to a more satisfying and long-lasting marriage. Restoring trust. Understand the process of rebuilding trust after a betrayal and how to heal together. Stronger intimacy. Learn why physical affection and sexual intimacy are crucial for a healthy, happy marriage and how to nurture them. Sustaining connection. Gain insights on keeping your marriage strong through shared activities, attraction, and support. This audiobook will provide you with the tools to understand, nurture, and sustain your relationship, fostering a marriage built on trust, intimacy, and mutual respect. Focus point 1. Marriage is about meeting emotional needs. Marriage is often portrayed as a fairy tale, with couples eagerly walking down the aisle, excited to begin their lives together. They promise to love and cherish each other, full of hope for the future. However, few truly understand the complexity of what they're committing to. While the honeymoon phase is filled with excitement, joy, and the belief that they've found the one, reality sets in as time passes. As months or years go by, the initial passion can fade. The once exhilarating feeling of being in love may start to feel less intense, and everyday challenges can begin to create doubt. Couples may find themselves wondering if they made a mistake, or if their partner is truly the one they should have chosen. But here's the truth. The idea that there is only one perfect person for you is an illusion. Yes, everyone has unique preferences and values when it comes to relationships, but countless people could potentially meet those needs. Incompatible couples rarely marry in the first place because most relationships that lead to marriage have already navigated the compatibility hurdles. If you're feeling like your partner isn't the one anymore, it's more likely that you're misinterpreting your emotions rather than facing a fundamental issue with your spouse. For many couples, when they say they married the wrong person, what they often mean is that their emotional needs are no longer being met. During courtship, everything seemed easy, and both partners were actively fulfilling each other's emotional desires. But over time, those needs can go unmet, leading to frustration, resentment, or disillusionment. The key to a happy marriage isn't about finding a perfect match. It's about consistently meeting each other's emotional needs. If couples can understand and fulfill each other's deepest emotional cravings, many of the common problems that plague marriages would disappear. When both partners feel emotionally satisfied, the likelihood of an affair or marital dissatisfaction is greatly reduced. This audiobook will explore the emotional and psychological differences between men and women, revealing how understanding these differences can help you meet your partner's needs and strengthen your marriage. Focus point 2. He needs sex, she needs affection. Sex and affection are the cornerstones of a successful marriage, forming the emotional and physical foundation that keeps a relationship strong. When these essential needs go unmet, the marriage is more vulnerable to dissatisfaction, and the risk of infidelity or divorce increases. While some individuals may hold strong moral or religious beliefs that prevent them from considering an affair, they may still live in an unsatisfied marriage, quietly enduring the emotional void. It's important to recognize that sex and affection are deeply intertwined. Affection is the atmosphere that nurtures the relationship, creating an environment of love and care, while sex is the event, an expression of that connection. For men and women, these needs manifest in different ways, making it vital to understand each other's emotional and physical requirements. Men typically have a higher sex drive than women, largely due to the difference in testosterone levels, testosterone being the primary hormone that drives sexual desire. For men, sexual desire is often consistent, with the ability to be ready for intimacy every day of the week. Women, however, generally experience a fluctuating sex drive, often influenced by their hormonal cycle. This doesn't mean women don't enjoy sex. It simply means that their desire isn't as constant as men's. However, affection plays a critical role in a woman's willingness to engage in sex. For most women, affection is a vital precursor to intimacy. When a husband shows care, warmth, and tenderness through affection, it communicates love and makes his wife feel valued, increasing her willingness to engage in sexual intimacy. Affection tells her, "I love you, and I care about you," which sets the stage for a deeper connection. For men who might find it challenging to express affection, especially if they grew up in environments where affection wasn't openly displayed, learning to be affectionate is key. Simple gestures such as hugging and kissing daily, surprising your wife with thoughtful gifts, helping with her chores, or finding creative ways to show love can make a significant difference. These acts of affection are not only expressions of love, but also vital for maintaining sexual intimacy. The link between affection and sex is deeply rooted in how each partner experiences and expresses love. For many women, sex is seen as an extension of their emotional bond with their partner, a way to express and experience love. Understanding this nature can help men better support their wives' emotional needs and create a stronger, more intimate connection. Finally, it's important to note that in the aftermath of infidelity, rebuilding intimacy and trust is a long process. Experts agree that it typically takes about 2 years to restore both emotional and physical intimacy after a betrayal, highlighting the importance of nurturing affection and communication in a marriage. Meeting these emotional needs can help safeguard your relationship from the challenges that might otherwise arise. Focus point 3. Intimate conversation is the live wire of romantic relationships. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship, and for marriage, intimate conversation is the essential thread that keeps the emotional bond alive. In the early stages of a relationship, especially during courtship, couples naturally engage in frequent, meaningful conversations. They share their dreams, talk about their day, and dive into deep discussions that help them understand each other. This is one of the key elements that makes dating so fulfilling. However, after marriage, this vital part of the relationship often starts to decline. The demands of work, family, and everyday responsibilities create distractions, leaving little room for the kind of open and intimate exchanges that once defined the relationship. This shift is particularly noticeable in men, who are generally less inclined to engage in lengthy or emotional conversations. Men often approach conversations with a clear purpose in mind. When they talk to their friends or colleagues, it's usually about specific topics like business or shared interests, with little focus on emotional exchange. In contrast, women tend to use conversation as a way to connect emotionally. When they talk with their friends, they discuss everything, from trivial details to deep feelings, creating a bond of understanding and empathy. This difference in communication styles often leads to tension in marriages, with wives feeling neglected or emotionally distant when their husbands stop talking as much. In the early days of marriage, men are eager to learn about their wives. They ask questions, share stories, and make an effort to understand their partners. However, as time goes on, men may feel they already know everything they need to know about their wives and stop initiating conversations. This can create a sense of disconnect. What men may not realize is that intimate conversations aren't just about learning new things about each other. They are essential for maintaining emotional openness and connection. Over time, couples can begin to feel like they're living parallel lives rather than truly connecting on a deep level. To combat this, couples can take proactive steps to reignite their communication. One effective way is to set aside time each day or week for a dedicated conversation. This could be during a regular walk, over dinner, or even during a recreational activity they both enjoy. The goal is to make conversation a priority again. These discussions should focus not only on daily events, but also on each partner's feelings, challenges, dreams, and aspirations. By sharing these intimate moments, couples can keep their relationship fresh, engaging, and emotionally fulfilling. Intimate conversations are more than just a tool for getting to know your partner. They are the key to keeping the relationship alive, vibrant, and connected. The act of regularly opening up, listening, and sharing creates a continuous flow of affection and understanding, which is crucial for a strong marriage. Focus point 4. Men become sad when their wives lose interest in recreational activities they used to enjoy together. Recreational companionship holds a significant place in a man's emotional needs. Much like how intimate conversations fulfill a woman's emotional desire to connect. During the early stages of a relationship, couples often bond over shared activities. Men enjoy having their wives participate in their favorite hobbies and recreational pursuits because it not only brings them joy, but also allows them to feel closer to their partners. For women, joining in these activities is often a way of showing love and interest in their husband's happiness, fostering a sense of togetherness. However, after marriage, this dynamic can shift. Women may begin to feel that they no longer need to engage in these activities with their husbands, thinking that the time spent together at home or after work is enough. They might feel that there is no need to join their husbands in activities that were once shared, as they assume they will have plenty of time to connect in other ways. But for men, this change can feel like a loss of connection. Recreational companionship is more than just a pastime. It's an important avenue for men to feel emotionally fulfilled in the relationship. When this aspect of their marriage fades, they may feel neglected or disconnected, leading to disappointment. The solution is not to force a wife into an activity she doesn't enjoy, but rather to find common ground, an activity that both partners can enjoy together. It's essential for couples to regularly engage in recreational activities that both can appreciate, whether it's a hobby, a sport, or a shared interest. This creates opportunities to show affection, strengthen the emotional bond, and reinforce the connection that is vital to a healthy marriage. When spouses have separate recreational lives, it can create emotional distance. Willard F. Harley Jr. emphasizes that couples should not underestimate the importance of shared recreational experiences. These moments are more than just fun. They are an opportunity to communicate love, stay connected, and deepen the relationship. Couples who invest in recreational companionship experience greater closeness and satisfaction in their marriages. The time spent enjoying activities together is invaluable for maintaining the emotional connection that is so crucial for a long-lasting, happy relationship. Focus point 5. Intimate conversations between couples is a life skill, one that isn't learned in a day. Intimate conversations are vital to a thriving marriage, yet they are not a skill that comes overnight. While it may be easy for couples to have casual chats, discussing deeper, more personal topics often proves difficult. This is true even for couples who have been together for years. The ability to engage in intimate conversations requires time, patience, and a willingness to be vulnerable. Trust doesn't just happen, it has to be built and nurtured. For many couples, the challenge of opening up stems from a lack of vulnerability. Vulnerability is the cornerstone of intimate communication. It requires each partner to share their fears, desires, and even their flaws, creating a deeper connection that strengthens the relationship. Some couples struggle to be vulnerable because they fear judgment or rejection. In these cases, it's essential to create a safe space for open dialogue, where both partners feel heard and understood. This process may take time, but the rewards are immeasurable. For new couples, the challenge is even greater. Vulnerability takes time to develop, but it also requires trust. This means opening up about your insecurities, past mistakes, and challenges, and watching how your partner responds. Ideally, this should be established early in a relationship, but if you're already married, it's never too late to begin. Start small by sharing personal stories or admitting weaknesses. Doing so invites your partner to do the same, which fosters emotional closeness. However, intimacy and vulnerability are often sabotaged by what we can call the enemies of intimate conversations. These are behaviors that can shut down communication and erode trust, making unreasonable demands. While it's essential to express your needs, making demands instead of requests can alienate your partner and cause frustration. Healthy communication should always feel like a conversation, not a transaction. Being disrespectful. Disrespect in conversations, whether through sarcasm, rude words, or dismissive actions, can instantly shut down meaningful communication. It's vital to remain respectful, even during difficult discussions. Expressing anger inordinately. While disagreements are inevitable, allowing anger to dominate conversations is damaging. If you feel yourself getting too upset, it's better to step away and cool off rather than saying or doing something you'll regret. Healthy conflict resolution involves managing emotions, not suppressing them. Dwelling on mistakes. Holding on to past wrongs creates barriers to intimacy. Forgiveness is crucial for moving forward, and it's important to avoid constantly bringing up past issues. While you may not forget what happened, forgiveness allows both partners to move forward without resentment clouding the conversation. Mastering intimate conversations requires practice, but the effort is well worth it. By fostering vulnerability, empathy, and respect, couples can create a deeper connection that allows them to navigate life's challenges together with greater understanding and love. Focus point 6. Don't stop looking attractive simply because you're married. Marriage is often viewed as the endpoint of courtship, but it shouldn't mark the end of efforts to stay physically attractive for your partner. Some couples fall into the trap of relaxing their appearance after marriage, feeling that the pursuit of attraction is no longer necessary. However, this shift can inadvertently affect the relationship by depriving one partner of the physical connection that once existed. Physical appearance may not be everything, but it certainly plays a role in maintaining marital satisfaction. Maintaining physical attraction goes beyond superficiality. It shows your partner that you still care about how they perceive you and that you want to remain desirable. While it may seem trivial, neglecting to care for your body can lead to dissatisfaction. Some people have even been pushed toward infidelity because their partner stopped taking care of themselves. This doesn't mean you should live in fear of cheating, but rather that you should continue to invest in yourself to keep the attraction alive. The good news is, staying physically attractive doesn't require drastic measures or a complete overhaul of your routine. It can be as simple as exercising regularly and paying attention to your diet. These actions not only help keep excess weight at bay, but also improve your overall health and well-being. Making fitness a shared activity can also be a fun way to bond with your partner. Whether you work out together or as a family, this can reinforce your relationship while promoting a healthy lifestyle. By putting in the effort to maintain your physical appearance, you're not only showing love and respect for your partner, but also for yourself. The little things like staying active, dressing well, and paying attention to self-care can have a profound impact on the overall dynamic of your marriage. Focus point 7. Domestic and financial support are integral needs of most men and women. Domestic and financial support are fundamental to the stability of most marriages. While the specifics may vary from couple to couple, the need for security, both financial and domestic, plays a critical role in marital satisfaction. For many women, financial security is a significant factor in how secure they feel within the marriage. While there are always exceptions, most women feel more fulfilled and secure when their husbands can meet the financial needs of the family. Men, on the other hand, derive a sense of fulfillment from being able to provide for their family. Research from Willard F. Harley Jr. surveys confirms that most men are unhappy when they have to rely on their wives for financial support, while many women would prefer not to have to work if possible. Some women want to be full-time homemakers, while others balance both career and family. Regardless, most women feel resentment towards the idea of having to work simply to support the family. The issue of finances can create significant stress within a marriage if not handled well. To prevent financial strain from causing tension, couples should have open discussions about their financial roles and expectations. If the wife wishes to stay home, particularly while young children are at home, it is crucial for the couple to live within the husband's means. A solid budgeting system, and perhaps upskilling the husband to earn more, can help meet the family's needs. However, the wife should not be expected to contribute financially unless it's a temporary arrangement, especially when the children are young. It's important to note that when women choose to marry men who can financially support them, it's often driven by a need for security rather than materialism. This is a fundamental emotional need that shouldn't be overlooked. In turn, men also have a significant need for domestic support. Many men do not feel comfortable taking on all the household duties and child-rearing responsibilities, which often fall to their wives. While roles may vary depending on the couple, both partners should discuss and divide responsibilities so that both feel supported. There is no one-size-fits-all solution, Each couple needs to determine what works best for them based on their individual strengths and preferences. This division of labor helps ensure that both emotional and practical needs are met, contributing to a harmonious and supportive marriage. Conclusion: success in marriage, like any other area of life, is not a passive gift but something that both partners must intentionally build together. While you may be a likable, faithful person, understanding and meeting your partner's emotional needs is essential to creating the beautiful and fulfilling union you dream of. Knowledge is the first step toward marital happiness, but it's not the final step. After gaining insight into the emotional and psychological differences between men and women and understanding the fundamental needs of your spouse, the real work begins. Action is what turns knowledge into a thriving marriage. Without putting into practice what you've learned, your relationship will remain stuck in the same place, just as it was before you gained that knowledge. Throughout this summary, you've explored the emotional needs that each partner has, needs that, when fulfilled, will deepen your connection and strengthen your bond. The key is to consistently act on this knowledge. Over time, meeting your partner's emotional needs will become second nature. If your partner hasn't yet read this summary, make time to go through it together or simply share the insights you've gained. Together, you can create a list of action steps to take daily in fulfilling each other's needs. With consistency and effort, you'll witness a transformation in your relationship that will make it feel like a fresh, new chapter. Remember, setbacks are normal, and failure is part of the process. The most important factor is your ongoing commitment to giving your spouse the best life possible, with a mutual desire to do the same for each other. Try this. To take actionable steps toward improving your marriage, ask your partner for things you can do, or stop doing, to make them happier and more fulfilled. The feedback you'll receive may surprise you. Here are some ideas for fun, bonding activities that can reignite the spark in your relationship. Go on a fishing date. Cook a foreign meal together. Write love letters to each other. Revisit a special activity from your dating days that you haven't done in a while. Let your creativity flow and find ways to have fun as a couple. By engaging in these activities, you'll strengthen your emotional bond and create lasting memories together. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this audiobook on his needs, her needs, which has explored the key emotional needs of both men and women in a marriage. To recap, here are the key takeaways. Key focus points. Understanding emotional needs. Men and women have different emotional needs, which, when met, foster a deep connection and fulfillment in marriage. Recreational companionship. Just as women value intimate conversations, men thrive on having their partner engage in shared recreational activities. Vulnerability in communication. Intimate conversations require trust and vulnerability. Building this takes time and action from both partners. Physical attractiveness. Maintaining physical attraction is important, as it contributes to a healthy and fulfilling relationship. Domestic and financial support. Both partners need to discuss financial roles and domestic responsibilities to ensure both emotional security and shared duties. Consistent effort. Marriage is not passive. It requires continual effort, understanding, and action from both partners to thrive. Practical recommendations. Communicate openly and vulnerably. Build trust by sharing your feelings, fears, and dreams with your partner, and encourage them to do the same. Engage in shared activities. Find recreational activities you both enjoy to strengthen your bond. Stay committed to physical care. Regular exercise and healthy habits can help maintain physical attraction, benefiting both you and your partner. Have ongoing financial conversations. Discuss household roles and responsibilities openly, and plan together to meet both your needs. Take action. Apply what you've learned by taking small, consistent steps toward fulfilling each other's needs. Reflecting on the learning experience. The insights shared in this audiobook are powerful tools for creating and maintaining a successful, happy marriage. Understanding and acting on your partner's emotional and psychological needs will undoubtedly lead to a deeper connection and mutual satisfaction. By making a conscious effort to fulfill these needs, you'll build a relationship that is strong, resilient, and full of love. Gratitude and encouragement. Thank you for joining me in this journey through the principles of his needs, her needs. Your time and interest in these important topics are truly appreciated. I hope this audiobook has provided you with valuable insights that you can apply in your own relationship. If you found this audiobook helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. Your support helps spread these important ideas to more listeners. Remember, this audiobook is not just about relationship improvement. It's also a tool for improving your English language skills. The more you listen, the better you speak. Keep engaging with the content, and you'll continue to improve your language skills while enhancing your relationships. Thank you once again, and here's to your ongoing growth, both in marriage and in language.